Welcome to Any Way You Travel Arkansas. I'm Mark Kramer. A waterfall, a train museum for kids, and a lot of really cool shops. Welcome to Heber Springs, Arkansas. The first settlement was founded in the 1830s. By the mid-1800s, the community became known as Sugarloaf Springs and was known as a health resort. In 1882, the town was renamed Heber Springs to honor Dr. Heber Jones, who advocated for the healing power of the seven springs, which gave the city the second part of its name. You can still go by Spring Park and see the seven springs. Heber Springs is also the home to Greers Ferry Dam and Lake, also the Little Red River, which is known for its amazing trout fishing. There are lots of shops, antique stores, and boutiques in Heber Springs, but the first store that caught my eye was Ozark Country Market. As you can tell, it's very much like the old Timie general store. It has a little bit of everything. Whether you like chocolate, soaps or purses, clothing items, snacks for the road, or maybe you love canned fruits and vegetables, jams, salsas, or marinades. There's something here for everybody. At the center of downtown sits the Cleburne County Courthouse. The original courthouse was built in 1883. The current courthouse was built in 1914. Downtown Heber Springs, while it may look a little bit sleepy in this particular shot, has all kinds of stores, boutiques, antique shops, and cafes for you to enjoy. Our next stop is Ruland Junction Toy Train Museum. The building was built to resemble an old country-style train depot. In fact, the museum is located only a few blocks from where the original Missouri and North Arkansas train depot once stood. The museum opened 11 years ago, and the owner, Wayne Ruland's love of toy trains was passed on to him by his father, Big Ed Ruland, who collected and built toy trains in the early 1900s. Many of the trains on display were built by the owner's father in the 1920s and 30s. Other trains, tracks, decor, and accent pieces have been donated or loaned to the museum by toy train enthusiasts across the country. I have one last tidbit of information before we leave the museum. Have you ever wondered how they turned the heavy multi-ton locomotives around so they could go in the opposite direction? Well, they used this, a train turntable. The locomotive engine would pull into the center of the train turntable. The turntable would rotate to the track upon which the engine needed to head out, and it would be ready to go in a brand new direction. Next, let's check out the beautiful Greers Ferry Lake and Dam. Greers Ferry Lake was formed after completion of the Greers Ferry Dam in 1962. Construction on the dam started in 1959. The resulting Greers Ferry Lake is one of the cleanest, most pristine lakes in North America. The lake provides swimming, cliff diving, boating, fishing, scuba diving, camping, and so much more. The dam was dedicated on October 3, 1963 by President John F. Kennedy. The dedication of the dam was his last major public appearance. 50 days later, President Kennedy was assassinated in Dallas on November 22, 1963. Another feature of the Greers Ferry Lake area is amazing nature trails. Mossy Bluff National Nature Trail is absolutely wonderful. Or maybe you enjoy playing frisbee golf. They have a fantastic disc golf course. As you head into the lake and dam, make sure you stop by the Visitor Center for maps, souvenirs, and information. Finally, let's take a look at Heber Springs' crowning jewel, Bridal Veil Falls. It's an easy walk down to the observation deck. Once you're there, you can enjoy the beauty of Bridal Veil Falls. If you choose to hike up the river to check out the source of the waterfall, keep in mind it's a moderately difficult hike. You'll want to make sure you're wearing some good walking shoes. To get a different vantage point of the waterfall, you can walk across the small creek about 20 feet before the water hits the falls. However, keep in mind, the hike is somewhat steep and the path is no wider than 2 feet with no guardrails. Let's just say the fall would be very unfortunate. Use some extreme caution if you choose this trail. If you'd like to descend down and see the waterfall from the ground level, it's beautiful. However, the hike down is extremely steep. There's no real path, rocks can give way, and there's no guardrail to stop you should you begin to slide. So if you choose to undertake this, use extreme caution and make sure you have supportive hiking boots, and I would highly recommend a sturdy hiking stick. Once at the bottom, you'll be able to see the stunning view of the 40-foot waterfall. There seems to be some confusion over the name of the waterfall. Originally, the waterfall was called Cornelius Falls, for the man who owned the land. However, after timber companies purchased the land in the early 1900s, the falls became known as Bridal Falls. Then, the smaller falls just a bit further down the river was named Cornelius Falls. Thanks for watching Any Way You Travel Arkansas. I hope you enjoyed your visit to Heber Springs. It is absolutely gorgeous. If you plan to vacation to Arkansas, make sure you spend a day or so here because there is plenty to see. Do me a favor, hit the subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and hit the notification button. That way you'll never miss a video from the beautiful natural state. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you again soon as we go somewhere else to explore the beauty of Arkansas.